everyone, and welcome back to Backstage Pass for InfoComm India 2025. I'm Sowmya, your host.
And I'm Manoj.
Well, I would like to name this episode as City Beats Exploring Mumbai. This podcast where we're going to dive into the soul of the city around the world, of course, but then this city especially. And we're going to head to the heart of India's West Coast, to a city of dreams, contrasts, chaos, and creativity, which is Mumbai. Well, Mumbai is messy, it's loud, it smells like rain, spice, sea, and ambition. But for millions, it is home. And once you've felt this energy, seen the sunset on Marine Drive, well, walked through the bylanes of Kolaba, or had a chai at the roadside stalls in Monsoon, you will never forget it. And Manoj, how excited are you to go to Mumbai?
Of course, what not to say about Mumbai? The land of dreams, the land of opportunities, the commercial capital of India, and of course, InfoComm 2025. Doesn't that excite you?
Oh, it definitely does. I'm actually waiting and in fact counting days now. It's about 10 days to the show. Well, I can't wait anymore, honestly.
Sure. Like you mentioned, we are just waiting for the gates to be open. So many exhibitors, so many discussions, and so many, new avenues of business with so many technologies to explore at the show. So why not?
So true. And to really feel Mumbai, coming back to what the city feels like, well, you've got to ride the local trains, which is nothing but the lifeline of the city. And these trains move over 7 million people every day. Can you believe that? Yes, 7 million. Well, at rush hour, it's more like a human tsunami, loud, cramped, and somehow it's incredibly efficient.
Well, if you've noticed, if you've been to Mumbai already, you should have, or if you are a first timer, you should have seen the Gateway of India, the
Oh,
Chhatrapati
yes.
Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, or Elephanta Caves, the Mani Bhavan, or the Haji Ali Dargah. But if you're not too far from where some of the hubs of art and culture are present, the Prithvi Theatre, which holds a lovely plays and drama, the Jahangir Art Gallery, which has got contemporary art exhibitions, and the Film City, which is the heart of Bollywood movie making. That will definitely get your foot tapping if you're not too far from um, the city. You should definitely pay a visit to such wonderful places.
So true. And I'm sure that's the reason they call the city as the Maya Nagari, or the city of illusions. Well, every day you see thousands arrive in Mumbai chasing a dream. This is a dream machine, in fact, whether it is to make it big in the Bollywood, or to even start a business, or even to just build a better life. It definitely, suits the word Maya Nagari, the city of illusions.
Sure. Moving away from the Maya Nagari, it's definitely a place for trying out different food, right? From your street food, or your Irani cafes, or your seafood stuff, or even going into a five-star dining. Some of the world's best hotels or restaurants are catering to one of the best cuisines any time of the day.
True. And yeah, as always, we touch base on Mumbai's food scene, which is unmatched. Well, you start from vada pav, the spicy potato burger. Oh, well, this is for the ones who don't know about vada pav, which actually fuels the working class, to high-end seafood restaurants on Marine Drive. Every flavor has a story to tell us. And about the biggest celebration in the year, the Ganesh Chaturthi, be it which just concluded, or it's Eid, or Christmas, or it's Holi, it's a festival calendar that never ends with Mumbai, and in India, of course. Well, here the fates collide, but more often not than they coexist.
Definitely. Like all cultures and caste always come together to celebrate festivals, not only here in Mumbai, but across India. The show definitely brings in a lot of people, a lot of people from different cultures, a lot of people from different countries, a lot of people from different ways of business, all talking one language, which is professional audiovisual.
I just heard news that you recently concluded an interview with Harman. Would you want to throw some light on that?
Absolutely. I mean, it was brilliant speaking to Ashish Bajaj, who is the director for enterprise sales at Harman. I mean, we had a lovely discussion throwing more light on the technologies that they were presenting, not only in audio video, but also in lighting offerings that they are providing. He took us through all the concepts, all the technologies that Harman was not only showcasing at the show this year, but also at in their lovely experience center that is in Bangalore. So he was throwing so much information that we were not able to capture all, but we were able to bring in small bits and pieces of all the amazing technology that they bring to not only system integrators, but also design consultants or end users under the same roof. Isn't that brilliant?
Oh, that sounds really fantastic. I think we should take a listen.
Let's check it out. Hello, and we are talking to Harman India about how you can plan and build immersive experiences and get a purview of what they have in store for InfoComm India. Today, we are speaking with Ashish Bajaj from Harman India and getting his views on some interesting topic. Welcome to the podcast, Ashish. Hope you're doing great. May I request you to introduce yourself to our viewers?
Hello, Manoj. It's good to be on this platform again. I think we did this Backstage Pass last year. I think it had great value to this, and that's why we thought that we should do this again this year. And I'm pleased, and I really thank you guys to kind of have us on the Vixa TV for this Backstage Pass. So I think I did last year as well, but I just do it again. So I've been with the AV industry for more than 20 years now. Big part of my time I've spent with Harman, close to around 15 years plus. And though I come from a very technical background, but right now I oversee the overall install business for India and the START countries. So pretty exciting journey. I think I understand the technical stuff very well, but now in business. And definitely the market has evolved so much over these years. And I think we have been lucky enough to see those transition that we had over the years that we have kind of gone through. So I think coming back to your question that what do we have in store for the InfoComm India? I think I would say that this year we have a host of exciting innovations to showcase, from our next generation JBL Control 400 ceiling speakers, our powerful immersive audio platform Flux, and to the exceptional light fixtures from Martin, versatile BSS dynamic keypads, and the brand new range of the new entry-level Crown Comtech Dante amplifiers. But I would say the true highlight, however, will be the BSS Omni audio DSP platform that we have, I think designed to redefine the audio processing standards. Omni will bring Harman's vision for the unified audio, video, and control ecosystem to the life with a very open, intuitive, and a very user-friendly approach. I would really want to kind of use this platform to invite all of you listening to this podcast and experience the first-hand how Harman is enabling this enterprise customers to create a very seamless and very collaborative environment, which has never been done before.
Brilliant. Thank you, Ashish. So many experiential spaces are we talking about. Let's start with the big picture, whether it's a corporate space, an attraction, or a performance venue. There's always a journey from concept to impact for the system integrator. I'd love to hear your views on how having the complete audio video lighting offerings from one roof that benefits our integrators.
I think, Manoj, the true value lies in the expertise that we bring to the table. I think understanding the customer needs and seamlessly stitching together the key components to create a stage ready for any performance or an event or a talk show, lecture, or presentation like this. I think That's where the whole story lies. I think in the audio, video, and the lighting space, the most critical element today is integration. I think when these technologies work together in harmony, the focus naturally shifts away from the equipment and it's onto the act itself. I think with its rich legacy and proven track record, I think as Harman, we have ensured that it's the act which always takes the center stage. So that which enables all the integrators to deliver the installations that are not only robust, reliable, but also elevate any experience that you're trying to kind of create or a performance that you're trying to create. I think let it be a stadium install where you can have JBL weatherized line array speakers with the Martin Mac Aura lighting, or the control through the BSS SoundWeb or the new Omni processors, all kind of controlled by the new AVX suite, all clocked sync together over the same network. And then you shift from a stadium to a corporate headquarters. I think the same JBL provide you the ceiling speakers, automated lighting solutions, multi-room AV switching, which all can be managed together by the AMX control system or a solution with a simplified programming opportunity. So I think it's all kind of ties together in the integration story. And I think the story from start till the end that we bring to the table really makes a larger impact.
And all these spaces demand an immersive AV experience, and that's what brings in the experiential spaces. And according to you, does the idea start to evolve from, how does the idea start to evolve from a need to a concept and eventually towards a solution?
I think the overall immersive solution or the experience that we create, right, whether it's an audio or a video, I think it doesn't start or doesn't begin with the technology. It actually starts with the story that you want to tell to your audience, to live through, right? I think what's the intent that you have? Is it about the intimacy of the lecture? It's about the drama of a theoretical performance, or even the excitement in the sports arena, or creating energy at the live concert. I think the true immersive experience is achieved when the audience stops noticing the equipment and simply feels the performance. I think Harman has been known to create those experiences. I think our story has been that you will find Harman the moment you leave your home, in your car, at your home, getting to the office, getting to the venues. I think at heart of all it's all about the experience that you want your audience to take back. I mean, you want them to relive the performance as a memory. I think to feel that they are truly there, part of the concert, the celebration, the excitement. I think the artist always try to deliver the best. The audience comes out to celebrate its performance. Our role, I think, as technology guys, I think our role is to ensure that technology amplifies and elevates that experience. And I think for decades, we have been doing that exactly with our AKG microphones, with JBL loudspeakers, with Crown amplifiers, BSS DSP, Soundcraft audio mixers. I think to top it all, I think now with the immersive audio technology Flux, which we showcased last year at the InfoComm. And I think this year also we are showcasing in a big way. We have a big experience zone that we have created at the InfoComm show. I think the Flux immersive audio technology, it's no longer just about being part of the concert. The whole idea is that we want that it's about you. It's about you being surrounded inside the concert, right? I think no matter whether you sit in the audience, you feel as if you are at the very center of the performance. We proved this during our recent live performance showcase that we had in Mumbai at one of the trade shows, where Flux synced the JBL audio imaging with the Martin dynamic lighting. I mean, the audience wasn't just watching it. I think they were really inside the performance. I mean, we really created that soundscape to really give that experiential, you can say, experience to our audience. I think the movement defined all the possibility that an immersive AV can have. And if we as manufacturers of audio, video, lighting technology, if we can create that feeling, I think that's an unforgettable connection that we feel that we create, and that we know that we are on the right path. So I think that will be the story that we like to kind of bring together with the immersive AV experience today.
Fantastic. So we've seen a major shift in how spaces engage the audience. Spatial audio, immersive visuals, and dynamic lighting are now expected from all our audiences. How much of an impact of these elements do you see in transforming the storytelling experience?
I would say immense. I mean, as consumers, we constantly seek experiences. as I said, at home or on the move, everywhere. I think, or you can imagine, not like now imagine the possibilities when we extend that pursuit into performance venues. The way we consume the content today has evolved dramatically. I mean, video has scaled up with resolutions that deliver details like never before. I mean, audio too has become an invisible force that draws audience and transforms the performances into memories. I mean, until recently, surround sound was confined to home theaters or cinemas, right? I think, but today the immersive and the spatial audio is breaking the boundaries. I mean, it's redefining the experience that you have in an auditorium, it's in a museum, experience centers, art venues, live arenas, and even augmented reality environments. I think whether it's a corporate or it's a museum or it's a government facility, I think everywhere it's not about just telling a story. I think it's all about transporting your audience into that story. And I think that really means that any space that seeks to convey a message or evoke an emotion or create a connection is now a stage for immersive audio. So with Flux, I would say it enables just that for you. I think it can trigger the content from the real-time events. I mean, like audience movement or performance cues. I mean, as I said, I think in the recent live show, right, that we had, Flux drove the visual narrative while JBL and Martin were they executed this sensory impact around it. I think it was a right platform to prove that how immersive AV can go beyond entertainment into storytelling and building those brand experiences.
Moving on, one of the key challenges that, from a workflow perspective, designers and integrators always face these challenges from configuration to deployment. Now, how do you think Harman as a company is helping in streamlining that process that normally designers and integrators face day to day or project to project?
I think I've said that in multiple forums in our events that we do. I think at Harman, for us, the core is, I would say, three elements. I think end users, system integrators, and the, I would say, consultants, right? So I think at Harman, we really work hand in hand with the end users, with system integrators, with consulting teams to deeply understand the application and the user needs. I think this collaborative approach helps us define very clear goals, set a very right direction, and chart a path to success. We believe that technology should simplify life and not complicate it. Unfortunately, I mean, with sometimes we really kind of get into that whole game of wanting to put 100 more equipments. I think it should simplify the life more than complicating. And I think that philosophy lies at the core of every solution that we design today as well. I think our next generation products that we have from BSS, both in the current and the upcoming, are built around that principle. With BSS and AMX and Harman AVX suite that's we're gonna show in a big way this time at the show. I mean, you'll see it will offer the needed control protocols and network topology. I mean, they feature all the open standard platforms. I think seamless integration with the third-party systems and flexibility in the hardware and the software deployment, all designed to make our installation very easy and very efficient. I mean, because of all these components that we have from Harman, the integration is very streamlined. I mean, no worries about having a mismatched firmware, no chasing of drivers. I think to step ahead, I think I mean, all kudos to our application team that we have in India, right? I think in many projects, Harman goes a step further, I think, by assisting into the final system tuning as well. I think resolving all the snags, ensuring the system integrators can deliver the smooth and reliable handover. I mean, what's the side which is not delivered perfectly after being sold? I think we really believe in making sure that every site talks about itself. Every project is an experience in itself. Every project or every venue itself is an experience center. Right? I'm sitting in my experience center in Bangalore right now. But we want every site to be an experience center. I think we truly believe in delivering that experience. So we make sure that from start till the end of the project execution, we are still part of the whole journey as a Harman.
Fantastic. I bet, our integrators and consultants would be happy to hear that, information from you. And let's bring it all back to the show floor that we're all been eagerly putting together and, um, planning, and there's so much of effort into bringing things together.
That's where the all money is, man. That's where the
Yeah,
all money is. The money question is now, yes.
absolutely. So between the booth highlights and demo sessions at InfoComm this year at Mumbai, what experiences are you as Harman creating for your attendees, and what message do you want to leave our audiences today with in this session?
So I think, yeah, as I said, I think we're all excited about the InfoComm show. I think for us, the InfoComm show excitement starts, I would say, 2 days before the show. I would say all thanks to you. I think you are well enough to pursue us into that. I think this time, first time after many years, we're doing the CTS prep class in India, and we're very proud and very happy to kind of being sponsors for that. I think I can always say that. I mean, if you guys want wildcard entry into that class, reach out to us. We can get you there. So CTS prep class is, I think, a good starting point for all our customers, partners in the industry to really come forward and learn more about AV or interested. But coming back to the show floor, I think that what Harman is going to do, and as I highlighted earlier, flexibility, I would say, is the biggest need of today's enterprise customer. I think that's exactly where Harman is headed with delivering that story about the possibility without barriers. So that's what you're going to see as our theme for all the demos that we're going to show at the show. I think from the open standard software platform from BSS, AMX, to intuitive hardware solutions in our Omni platform, Crown Comtech amplifiers, a platform. I will be really building a very agile technology ecosystem for our clients. And we are demonstrating all that as one solution story when you kind of come there. I think with industry leading standards that we have in the network security, we are enabling very seamless large scale deployments across enterprise. Our AVX platform empowers the customers to manage, control, monitor, and troubleshoot not only the Harman products, but also the third party components, ensuring a very true interoperability for a larger solution deployment. And I think the best part is they all come together to form an experience with our live performance project, which is powered by Flux, JBL, and Martin, which isn't I would not say it's just a demo. It's the proof that immersive AV is no longer a future idea. I think it's the present day reality. I mean, looking ahead, the scalability at the core of our roadmap, I mean, you will see a lot of solutions evolving and going towards that direction. I would also say, I think visitors will see how these solutions can scale from a single performance hall to a nationwide network of tourist attractions that we have. I think we've been very proud to kind of engage with almost all of the tourist attractions that are created in the country. I think our upcoming solutions, which also integrate with the AI and the open source platforms or the frameworks, and deliver very robust, reliable, and very future-ready technology. So it's just tailored for the modern business needs. I think at Harman, I can only say that we will offer you the tools and expertise to turn your boldest visions into the connected and a very sensory experience. So I think I would say come forward. I think there's a lot of products that we'll have, a lot of solutions that we are showing at the show floor. Along with that, we are running a parallel demo room upstairs at the venue, which will have a fixed schedule of Flux on the install AV solutions that we have, on the Muse technology and the AVX platform that we have. So I think we'll be releasing the schedule very soon on the social media as well. But do come to the show, meet us. We can always kind of walk you through that booth. I think the whole idea is that we want you to experience every solution or every bit of solution that we have to offer you for a corporate space, government space, hospitality space, theme park, tourist attraction, performance venues, immersive AV solutions, all stitched together under one umbrella.
That sounds really exciting, Ashish. I think InfoComm Mumbai 2025 is, I mean, I think the dates that they're placed is like, it's in between the festivities. So this itself is looking like a festival for us right here in India and all our visitors. And, with so much of excitement and so much of, technology that you guys have put in, and for all the efforts that your team and you have brought together for our audiences, kudos to all the efforts, and wishing you all the very best, Ashish. Thank you.
I think, as you say, I think really appreciate and efforts that our team in the back end is putting together, our application guys, kind of putting the solutions together. So I can assure you that I think all the efforts that they're putting are to really build very experiential solutions that I would really encourage everybody to come forward. I really look forward to meet all our customers, all our partners again at the InfoComm show. The show has really become bigger and bigger. I think the show has evolved a lot, and we really love coming back to this event every year. So yeah, looking forward.
Fantastic, Ashish. Thank you. Thank you very much for being on. Yeah.
Thank you very much for having us on the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys in a few days.
Yep.
Wow, Manoj, that was a great conversation with Ashish. I'm definitely looking forward to more at the InfoComm India show.
Yeah, I mean, Ashish definitely did speak about the class that Harman is sponsoring. We've had some good registrations, and it's a lovely aspect where Harman is sponsoring the training, which is making it much more easier for us to bring not only talking about technology, but bringing education to the industry, which is going to help in a long way. And talking further into taking you further into the discussions, is I enjoyed every bit of Ashish's discussion, where he not only spoke about the new and the latest technologies, but also about their lovely experience center back in Bangalore. So I'm not going to waste any time and go back and have a look at the experience center when I'm back from the show.
So let me know. I would also love to join that. Well, do you know what's coming up next? We're going to be joined by Sam and Ben, the Backstage Pass hosts from the other side of the world. Let's get a quick update from them. And guess what? Ben has been to India.
Oh, really? Let's go and listen to them.
Yes, we should.
Hey, Ben, I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays.
Oh,
How
no.
have you been?
I've been good. How about you?
I've been doing really well, enjoying some time here in the South in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's the temperatures are starting to get a little cooler, so fall is upon us. But how are things on your side of the pond?
You know, we had some nice weather. Shock horror. We had some nice weather, and it was nice while it lasted. But now it is kind of like starting to get a bit cold again and a bit rainy. So. I guess in England, the summer is kind of like blink and you miss it kind of thing. So I enjoyed a bit of the summer. But hey, I mean, look at us today, right? We're on the podcast, but we're not the hosts. What's happened there? Have we been demoted? Have you done something?
We don't really have to work today. No, I think it was you, because you were the one who couldn't go to InfoComm.
Yeah, but maybe I was holding the whole thing together. And you have offended someone during the live stream, and now we've been demoted to guests rather than hosts of the podcast.
I did encounter many, many people while you were gone, so that could be the case. But I'm okay. That means we don't have to work. We can just have fun and just chat.
Exactly. They have to edit us. They have to produce us. There we go.
Let's make it really difficult for them.
Yeah. How was the show? How was the stream? How was VIX TV and everything?
Everything was phenomenal. It was such a great show. Definitely missed you, but the vibes were still just amazing. Loved working with Sarah Cox. She's awesome. Fabulous, as well as Ben Thomas. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, it was as usual. We get to meet so many great guests and, subject matter experts and learn about all the new technology. So that was spectacular. So can't wait to do it again with you in ISE, which
Yeah.
is coming up, which is so crazy.
I know.
It's let me do the math. Like about what, 5 months away, 6 months away?
Yeah, I know. And people are already talking about it. The teams are working on the content and planning all that stuff out. And I'm sure we'll be ramping up with our prep for the live stream over there very soon. But yeah, no, I'm sad that I missed it. But of course, I would say I had good reason. I was officiating a friend's wedding in Bulgaria, which was just amazing. It was a real honor to perform that function for them. They seemed really happy with my job. So a few people came up to me afterwards, may have requested that I officiate their weddings as well. Maybe it's a side hustle. Who knows?
I was gonna say, is this your new form of discretionary spending some extra cash on the side when you're not doing all of these backstage passes and Avixa type stuff?
It'll have to be dependent on like the location. If it's a destination wedding and they're paying my expenses, sure, I'll turn up. I'll do a job and then I'll lead them to it. But no, it was really good. And then we spent some nice time in Bulgaria afterwards with some friends. It was all very nice. Have you done any vacationing, any trips, anything like that since I last saw you?
Yeah. See, that's the one thing about you being over there in Europe. I get so jealous. Like you can just get on a plane in an hour. You're like in the, you're in the Alps or you're in, Paris or lovely places, Italy. I can get on a plane in an hour and I'm in Delaware or
Amazing.
I'm in
What's Delaware like?
Ooh, exciting.
Have you been to Delaware?
Yeah, I have driven through. It's a great state because, there's so many people in so many states watching this. They're all lovely. They're all amazing.
Yeah.
But no, so yes, I tried. I made it work. But no big travel plans or anything that I have done. Just kind of low key. Been watching some golf. I'm looking forward to the Ryder Cup that's coming up. I'm not sure if you're into that since it's going to be the U.S. Against Europe. So been watching some golf, had attended some local baseball games. So Charlotte has a really nice stadium in the middle of the city. And then, of course, we always lose, but that's all right. It's so nice just to be outside with everybody else. And then at night, they always do like a really nice fireworks show. So that's always fun. Labor Day is coming up for us this weekend. So believe it or not, I'm actually going to go back since I didn't get enough of Orlando, Florida. I'm doing just like a last minute trip to Orlando. Just going to sit by a pool, have a couple of cocktails, daiquiri. Nice. And just kind of chillax there for the weekend. So nothing too big, but it's nice just to be local and then just go for a 2-hour flight to Florida versus like a 2-hour flight for you to go to Rome. So Florida is my Rome for you.
And I've heard that said plenty of times. Florida is the Rome of America. I think that's what they say.
It absolutely. There's a lot of Italian food. There's a lot of Olive Gardens, the Carrabba. Yeah. So it definitely is. So I'll show you around next time.
Yeah. Sounds good. I've heard a lot about this Olive Garden place, but I've never been. So yeah, please do take me there.
So you've never had the breadsticks or the unlimited salad when you've been in the States?
Never.
What about a Red Lobster?
I've driven past one several times in Orlando, but I never went in. I'm trying to think of the classic places that I've been. Okay, so I've been to IHOP.
Okay,
been
that's
to
a
Denny's.
Check. Great.
That was nice.
Between the two, IHOP or Denny's?
Denny's,
I'd have to
say. I'd say Denny's. Yeah. Well, that's the place I've been to most.
Are you a Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity kind of guy?
I've never been asked that on a podcast before, and I'd rather not answer.
There's always a first for everything. Ben,
Yeah.
so we'll find out.
And then, but speaking of amazing food, we're here because we're on this specific episode of the podcast because we're going to be talking about the InfoComm India show happening in Mumbai very soon.
Yes.
Have you ever been to India?
I have not. That is on my bucket list. I'm getting better with the longer flights.
Mhm.
I think I could make it, but I've heard such amazing things. You've been to India, right?
Yeah, I went last year, and I guess it would be quite a way for you to fly from the States because from London we flew from London to Mumbai, and it was like 8 hours, I think 8.5 hours.
Okay.
So for you, I guess it would be quite a slog.
lot
But
more.
yeah, no, it was amazing, and we were really lucky to have actually gone during the Holi celebration. So in springtime, so
lovely.
it's a lunar festival as well. So it kind of changes slightly depending on the time of year, but it's usually around like March time. And
Okay.
it's otherwise known, I think people call it like the Festival of Colors as well. So it's the one where everyone's sort of throwing powdered paint, like really colorful paint and stuff around.
Oh my goodness.
That was incredible, and it's sort of like a sort of a good versus evil, like victory over evil kind of like thing, and a celebration of. So the night before, they have all these bonfires to sort of like burn old things and signify purifying the aura or whatever it might be, getting rid of the old stuff. And then the next day, this big festival where in the streets people are running around throwing paint at each other and squirting water guns and stuff. Yeah, it was amazing.
Did it stain like your clothes and your skin? Like, was it easy to
100%.
get all that stuff off?
Next, honestly, I'll have to send you some pictures. We were absolutely covered, and it was really funny because it really does stain. So
goodness.
it was only like the second or third day that we were there, and we were there for a couple of weeks. So the like 5 or 6 days afterwards, you'd still see people walking around with like the stains on their faces and stuff because it was.
So you're like, you were there, you had a good time, right? Oh my goodness.
It's like impossible to not like get involved in it. I think like that was the thing. Everyone was into it. But yeah, no, it was really cool. And we flew to Mumbai, and then we traveled around various cities around India. So like Jaipur, Agra to see the Taj Mahal. We went to Delhi,
nice.
and then we flew down to the south into Kerala, which was and we spent a few days there, and it was amazing. But yeah, I guess so. The show is in Mumbai, and I did a sort of like a walking tour of Mumbai, which was really, really interesting. I mean, for someone from the UK, it was even living sort of like fairly close to London. This was kind of busy on a different scale. It was quite sort of like, you know, all the senses were definitely stimulated by going there. But like crossing roads and stuff, we had our guide with us, and he was just like, there's this hand gesture that you need to just learn, which is essentially you're just kind of putting your hand out to tell cars to stop when you're walking across the street.
Oh my gosh.
But luckily,
so if you don't know that hand gesture, you're just
you're
risking it.
Essentially, it's just like, you know, stop. But
I'm a person, don't hit me.
Yeah,
like.
but it was awesome. I mean, there was a lot of traffic when we were there, so the cars aren't moving that fast, but you're just kind of like winding your way through. We went to visit the train station that's featured in the movie Slumdog Millionaire, if you've seen that.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah. So that was
that's
cool.
So cool.
There's a big there was a big laundry, like an outdoor laundry that was happening as well. Again, we went to had a vantage point to look down on that. And then the guide took us to his sort of favorite restaurant, like a local place where we had, I think they call it thali. So you have a big plate with lots of little pots, and each pot has like a different type of food in it. So it might be a curry or like a dal or maybe some rice or some naan or something like that. And you basically pay your money, and they just keep coming around and filling each one up. So it's kind of like all you can eat. It was amazing. Yeah. So I'm really jealous for anyone who's going to that show, anyone traveling to India. You're going to have an amazing time.
Yeah. So since you've been there, so what are some of like the tips or tricks that you would give somebody who maybe has never visited that country before? Like, do you need to bring really good like walking shoes and like be prepared for like the different, you know, cuisines and things like that? What would you tell somebody so I can be prepared for when I go, hopefully the next time?
Yeah. So I would say, I mean, it's just in terms of how things run. I would say it's slightly more relaxed than maybe you're used to. So things like Uber definitely work. So you can book a rickshaw or you can book a taxi or something like that using the Uber app, and probably other ones as well. But things don't necessarily always sort of like go to plan. So like somebody could sort of pick you up and then you say where, and obviously the destination is on the app, but then they just start, sort of like going. That was definitely happened to me, and they were kind of going in the wrong direction. So I said, oh no, it's over here. And they said, oh yeah, sorry. And then turned around and went the right way. Everything is negotiable as well in terms of prices. At like if you're at a market or something like that, then you can definitely negotiate a price.
Good.
Yeah, and depending on where you're coming from, it's probably going to be quite busy as well, like maybe feeling a bit sort of like chaotic, but it's really, there's a kind of like a sort of an order to the chaos as well, I would say. So and all the people that we met were super friendly, super helpful, and the food, yeah, just amazing, like the stuff that you wouldn't have necessarily experienced. Because I'm not sure if it's the same in the US, but you have like Indian style restaurants, like restaurants that serve Indian food and like takeout and stuff like that, and we have that in the UK as well. But the food that you actually get when you're in India, it's kind of like reminds you of that food, but it's just on a whole nother level. Like you maybe recognize some words from a menu, but it's just incredible in terms of like the flavors and the spices and just the way it's cooked. It's just amazing. So if you're a foodie, you'll have an amazing time.
Yeah, definitely. So that is one of the reasons why I would love to go. And I know it's coming up September the 9th through the 11th. So everybody who gets to go, they're so lucky, and they're going to have such an amazing time, as well as seeing obviously all of the great AV that's going to be there.
Of course.
I think that was super helpful information, Ben. I have written some things down, so I will see if I can talk to the people here at Avix and see if we can get our opportunity to go next year again.
Maybe we do, yeah. Maybe we do like
wonderful.
a little guest spot. We just pop up, do some favorite things, because I'm sure Avix TV, they can find some amazing hosts who are local. But if we could just pop in as guests, I think that'd be pretty sweet.
I know, and then we also can bring our knowledge of food, like I was going to say Cracker Barrel. That's always top of mind, as well as in IHOP and Denny's. I mean, we need to help also share that knowledge there as well.
Yeah.
I think that we should
spread the good word.
Talk to Vix about that and get over there. Yeah, I'm down.
I think that's a good idea. Well, it's been amazing catching up with you, and I really look forward to the next Avix TV at ISE. But until then, I'm sure we'll see each other around, and let's pass this back to our main hosts for the podcast.
Absolutely.
That was lovely listening to Sam and Ben, and a really great, session. I mean, it was really great for Ben to disclose his experiences in India.
Oh, I'm sure he was excited to be here, confused, and I'm sure he loved it.
Yeah, I mean, the way these two bring in the chemistry, and then the way they put forward things. I mean, not only for this show, but shows across the globe. It's a pleasure listening and watching them.
No, I can't agree anymore. And dear viewers, before we sign off, here's a little sneak peek at what's coming up next on Backstage Pass at InfoComm India. Manoj, would you care to share some news about that?
I know this news that we're going to be talking to Audinet and Jabra. I'm looking forward to those podcasts and waiting to speak to those two nice people.
Well, I can't wait anymore. That's it for today's episode, dear viewers. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you at the next episode. Until then, namaskar.
Thank you.